What happens when the cycle of time finally begins anew? Welcome to our final module exploring the profound symbol of a perfectly restored world. If the entire history of humanity is a massive cyclical operating system that occasionally needs to reboot, then who's the first person to log in? When the old chaotic world finally transitions into the new, and the dying tree of humanity sprouts its very first perfectly fresh leaf, who is that leaf? This is Shri Krishna. He's not a mythological character or a distant deity to be admired. He's the very first prince of the Golden Age, the future of Bharat, and the absolute dawn of a brand new cycle. He represents a soul completely untouched by the sorrow, the anxiety, and the karma of the past, stepping into a world that's completely pure, vibrant, and entirely new. Today, in our final module, we're going to look at the ultimate success story of human potential and discover how this image is actually a mirror for you. What does a human being actually look like when they have zero flaws? In spiritual terms, Shri Krishna is described as being 16 celestial degrees complete. This means his soul is operating at 100% capacity. There's no trace of anger, ego, or sorrow in his consciousness. It's the absolute peak of human evolution. When you look at him, you aren't just looking at a beautiful image. Rather, you're looking at the ultimate destination of the human journey. Imagine living in a world where every single word spoken to you feels like music. The flute that Sri Krishna holds isn't just an instrument to be played, it's profound symbolism. It represents a soul so deeply pure that its thoughts, words, and actions bring instant harmony to everyone around it. His communication never causes pain, division, or misunderstanding. It's the ultimate reminder that when your mind is completely sweet, everything that leaves your lips becomes a melody. And when a human mind is completely at peace, nature literally responds to it. Look at the idyllic environment that's surrounding Sri Krishna. The animals are tame, the elements are perfectly balanced, and there's no fear. In this state of absolute purity, the environment isn't something to be conquered or feared. It naturally serves and reflects the peaceful consciousness of the ruler. When human beings operate at their highest frequency, the earth itself becomes a paradise. It's Sri Krishna, the first prince, and Sri Radhe, the first princess, who grow up to become Sri Narayan and Sri Lakshmi, the emperor and empress of the new world. What is the difference between ruling by force and ruling by love? Sri Krishna is often depicted with a globe symbolizing his sovereignty over the new world. But he doesn't hold the world through military power or political dominance or intimidation. He's the master of the world simply because he first became the complete master of his own mind and senses. Look at the crown he wears, adorned with a peacock feather, the ultimate symbol of purity. We often associate power with ruthlessness, but true power is completely innocent. The highest spiritual authority a human can achieve is actually paired with childlike joy and total egolessness. True, unshakable power never has to demand respect. Its mere presence radiates an undeniable royal truth. If this is the perfect human being, then who was his teacher? It's a common misconception to blur the lines between the creator and the creation. The truth is, it is God Shiva, the incorporeal supreme soul, who gives the eternal message of peace. Sri Krishna is simply the ultimate student, the soul who perfectly absorbed that knowledge to become the first deity. The supreme guide always remains above the cycle, while Krishna is the beautiful physical result of following that guide's instructions. This complete transformation is why he's remembered as Sham Sundar. The soul who was Sham, darkened by the influence of the vices, has now become Sundar, perfectly beautiful and pure once again. And you don't just manifest a perfect life by wishing for it, you earn it. The breathtaking beauty and the sovereign status of Shri Krishna is the direct karmic return for the intense and invisible spiritual work that was done at the very end of the previous cycle. His reality is the perfect harvest of pure seeds that were planted long time ago. It's the ultimate proof that every single second of effort that you put into transforming your own mindset right now is silently building your own future kingdom. Don't just look at this image and admire it from a distance. Let it be a mirror of what you can actually become. We spend so much time focusing on our flaws, our anxieties, and our past mistakes. But this image is a reminder that the exact same potential for true purity, peace, and divine sovereignty is lying dormant inside your own soul. You aren't meant to worship perfection. You're meant to awaken it within yourself. The map to absolute peace is in your hands. These images that we've been looking at aren't just ancient art. They're your literal gateway to heaven. And by understanding the cycle of time, settling your karma, and keeping your mind fixed on the Supreme, truly living in that state of Manmana Bhav, you can completely transform your destiny.